Hello dolls, welcome to my channel. Today I will be creating some happiness with this face mask that I created using a Dollar Tree scarf and some Dollar Tree headbands, and I will be showing you how I did the face mask in 3 different ways. So right now I'm wearing it with the ties, or you can just tie it in the back, which is my favorite way of doing it, but there's 2 other ways that I'm going to show you how to make it, and then you can choose for yourself which you like best. As you can see, it is the American flag to go with the July 4th theme. Hopefully we are not still in quarantine by the time July 4th comes around, but if we are and we need to have our face masks, this will be a perfect patriotic way to celebrate and still be safe. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And before I go, I want to thank you in advance for watching this video and choosing happiness. Okay folks, so what you're seeing here is the scarf that I bought from Dollar Tree. As you can see, it's pretty decent length, and you can actually make about 3 scarves with, no, excuse me, 3 masks with 1 scarf. So what I'm doing here is I'm going from that shorter end of the scarf there, and I'm taking my ruler and I'm going to measure out 20 centimeters. That is where we're going to fold the scarf. So I just place down my ruler and I see that 20 centimeters is right there. So now I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to hold that in place there, because that is where I'm going to fold the scarf, just like so. So that's the first fold, and then I'm going to fold it again, and you can just do the 2 folds right there, or if you want your scarf to be thicker, you can fold it another time, and that will be the thickness of your mask. Now I'm going to cut off that excess scarf, and I found that it's much easier if you have a weight sitting on the part that you're going to be cutting. And I just grabbed my green smoothie. Thumbs up for green smoothies to hold down that weight. And now I'm just going to cut off the excess scarf. So after the scarf, the excess has been cut off. That's what it looks like. It doesn't have to be neat, because all we're going to do is glue down that that end there. So I'm taking my hot glue gun, and I would recommend putting like a piece of plastic or something underneath your scarf, because the glue will seep through the scarf onto the surface that you're working on. So I just grabbed like this little plastic top that I had laying around, and that's what I'm going to be working off of to reduce the messes, and I don't want to mess up my nice wooden table. So I'm just folding down the edge there, and I'm taking a little bit of hot glue. Just going to dab some on the corners there to hold it in place. And then I'm going to do it again on the opposite end. Now I'm just going to take the glue gun, and I'm just going to seal that whole end of the face mask there. This is what it looks like after you have glued that end part. This is what our face mask will look like. And so now it's time to add the folds onto the face mask. And so what I'm doing is I'm just taking 2 of my fingers from each side, just taking 2 fingers, and I'm sticking it behind the face mask, and then that's how I'm measuring the first fold, the top fold. So as you can see, I just folded it
back once, and then I'm going to flip it back over to the front, and maybe about halfway through that top fold I'm going to fold it towards me again. Hopefully that's making sense. And then I'm just going to apply glue to that inner fold there where I just pointed. So that's what I'm doing now. Just put a little bit of glue and then press that down. That's going to hold that top fold in place. And do it on the other side. And so that's how we created our first fold. And then we're just going to do that again. Take your 2 fingers, stick that behind the mask, go right under the fold, under that first fold that we made. Flip it back and then fold it again towards you, and just repeat that whole process. This is what it looks like after you've created your folds. So this is the first type of mask I'm going to make, the kind of mask that you can just kind of fit over the back of your neck. It doesn't sit on your ears. And actually you could also use this as a headband if you wanted to. I realized that after I made it. So I'm just going to take that headband, that white headband that I bought from Dollar Tree, and I just placed that maybe about an inch into the you see an inch into the side of the face mask there. Now you might want to measure your head first. Measure the face mask around your head first to see where your ears sit on the mask. That's what I did. And so for me, it was about an inch into the side of the mask. And so that's where I placed the white headband. And then just apply some hot glue. Once you're done with that side, you can do the same thing on the other side. And while I was doing that, the first side, the left side, I ended up folding the headband, the white headband part. And if you don't want to do that, just be mindful of how you where you apply the glue, the hot glue, and then how you fold it. So see right here, I'm putting the hot glue on the face mask, and then I'm folding that onto the white headband. So the white headband actually isn't folded. It's just the face mask part that is going to be folded down, and that way the headband won't get twisted or anything, and it'll probably fit better on your head that way. For some added security, go ahead and place some hot glue behind behind that headband part. Anything that seems a little loose to you, just throw on some hot glue, and bam, you have a Dollar Tree face mask. Now for this second Dollar Tree face mask, this is probably like the easiest one and perhaps the most comfortable, and also it's more versatile. So all I'm doing right here is I just took a Dollar Tree headband and I cut off the, you know how in the middle of like the headbands they have like those the pieces that connect it. I cut that piece off, and then I just cut the one long strand headband. I cut that in half, and then here now you see me just taking one of those halves and I'm just gluing it to the end of the face mask. This way is super easy because you don't really actually have to like measure anything. You can just kind of just place the string wherever you want. Because it doesn't matter because you're tying it behind your head anyway. So I don't really have much to say about this one. Except that it's super easy, and this is probably the one that I will use the most. Now, y'all, let me not trip. This last one is probably going to be the most difficult because it's going to vary from person to person, I think, because of the size of your ears. So, I kid you not, I probably had to do this about like 6 or 7 times, just cutting different pieces of the headbands, just trying to figure out which size will fit best onto the face mask and then around my ears. I have really small ears, so I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out like which size of strings I should be including, or I should be gluing onto the face mask. So the string that you see there that I'm gluing, and you see how I'm gluing that onto the side of the mask, that part is super easy, but just deciding the size of the string. And after trying so many attempts, I think that maybe you should just, it doesn't have to be a very long string. I think in this clip right here, that piece is, it's probably about like 5 centimeters maybe. Um, which I think if you just do like the length of the face mask, like the short end of the face mask, that should help you out. But for me, I had so much trouble trying to find a length that would fit around like my small ears. Every length that I did was it was too loose, and so the mask didn't fit. It didn't fit too well on me. So if you are gonna do this way, it might take you a little bit more time. But of course, if we're still in quarantine by the time y'all are watching this video, you probably have a lot of time on your hands anyway. So if this is the type of mask that you prefer, having it around your ears, then yeah, just you might have to take a little bit extra time to get the perfect fit for your head, for your face, and for your ears.
Hey dolls, thank you so much for staying to the end. Please let me know which way you will be making your mask, which way works best for you. I did my best to make it as simple and as easy for you. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share, and I will see you in my next video.